Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Welcome again to week one, right? This is an extended week, so I'm going to jump in and go over a little bit what to do this week. Now, this is an interesting week, right? Because it's a holiday week, but our class falls on a Wednesday. So the holiday's on a Thursday. I'm sure most of you are aware of that by now, but your material is still going to be due on Wednesday and Sunday, so it just kind of falls in the middle of that. So we'll talk a little bit about when things are due here in a bit. So from that perspective, let's jump into week one, which you guys have already probably looked at. You need to make sure you go ahead and watch the lecture on week one, which I'm hoping that you already jumped in a little bit to that, but it's just about, of course, the textbook, your Flat World textbook, so it goes by that, but it's about an overview of communication, effective communication. It's about 15 minutes long. And I don't know if I've said this in the initial video, but I like to keep the lectures themselves, not the supplemental videos, but the lectures 15 minutes or less, because studies show that after 15 minutes, people start to not pay attention. And the fact that you can pause these videos or rewatch things is a helpful tool for you to be successful and take breaks from the perspective of learning the material. So that's a good thing. A couple of cool TED Talks I think that are interesting and stuff that I want you to take a look at. I try to add these in when I think they have a connection or meaning, and they're usually experts in the field. So one is how to speak so that people want to listen, so be sure to take a look at that. And then how the human connection improves healthcare, so communication and the human connection and improving healthcare. So watch that, take a look at it. It should be great as supplemental material to your textbook. So you want to make sure that you've read chapter 1. It's very important to read your textbook. It's a good textbook. It's very interesting. And it has all the material that's in the test. So if you don't read the textbook, you're not going to do great on the test. So be sure you're reading your textbook, chapter 1. All right, you have 2 things due this week. And this has the wrong date. Let me fix that really quick. Interesting. All right, why I had an October date, but I fixed that now. Homework. Your homework is due by December 1st in the day. So homework for chapter 1. It is Flat World based. So if you didn't read the textbook, you're not going to do good in the homework. So get that homework done by December 1. Your discussion post, initial post, is due Wednesday. They're always due on Wednesday. And remember, your initial post needs to be 200 words or more. So it's an overview of anything that you find interesting in the material that we went over. It could be the video, it could be the textbook, it could be anything. Only suggestion and ask is not to do the same thing over and over. So don't do the video, the supplemental video every time we have a discussion. Switch it up a little bit. And I might ask you, if you do an overview of the video, what do you think about the textbook? So I want to make sure you guys jumped into all the material, right? Because that's important in order to get the most out of our learning experience. So get the discussion initial post, which is the long one, 200 words or more, in by Wednesday, end of day. And then you reply to another student, which has to be 50 or more words by Sunday, 12/1. Another thing to point out, I really like for you to reply to more than one student. That's really a helpful thing. And you're graded on a rubric for your discussion boards. So your rubric looks a little bit like what we'll see here in a bit in the course content section. I'll show you what that looks like. But that's what's due for week 1. Falls on a Wednesday and a Sunday, before the holiday and after. All right. Your discussion board rubric should be right here. So if you click on that, you'll have the information about how you're graded in your discussion boards. So that's some great information here. Seems like you guys have really gotten the hang of what's due in this class, and you're doing a great job so far. A couple of you reached out, and I fixed some issues with the homework, so thank you for that. Please reach out anytime. And if you need anything in the meantime, the holiday, whenever you want to reach out, just shoot me a message. Even if I'm not in the office per se, I'll still reply to you because I want to make sure you don't have to wait on the material that you need. I'm in school as well, finishing my doctorate. I know how it feels not to get the information you need to be successful, so I want to help you be successful. Reach out if you need anything. I hope you guys have a great holiday. I'm sure we'll be in touch before then, but make sure to get your work done on time. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks so much. Have a great holiday.